Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Razovy, and today I want to talk about an amazing anime called Kiseijuu se no Kakuritsu, or simply in English, Parasite. Now, in the past, years ago, I have talked about this anime. However, I sincerely feel like I should talk about it again. It's been years, and frankly, my channel was not as popular as it is now. Barely anyone watched it. And this anime is truly one of my favorites. It's a classic in my opinion, and if you have not yet watched it, and you are an anime fan, you're doing yourself a disservice by not just picking this one up and actually checking it out, because it is really worth it. Now, before we start, this anime is based on a manga, Kiseijuu, that's what it's called. The manga is completed, of course. It's actually quite an old manga. It's from 1989, there we go. So it's actually based on quite an old story. But the anime itself is, how should I put it? It's not that old, right? It's very pretty. In fact, it's from 2014, so it's definitely doable. The art style is perfectly fine. Now, so what is this anime about? Well, we actually follow this guy right here, Shinichi, and he is basically one day he just he goes home and goes to bed, and all of a sudden he wakes up to find this, well, worm-like creature, a parasite in this case, crawling up his arm inside, and it actually goes inside of his arm and tries to reach his brain. So he kind of ties up his arm so that it's unable to reach his brain. He freaks out, of course, and eventually he thinks it's a dream, but of course it's not a dream, it's reality. Turns out that this parasite is actually an alien, and all of these, there are basically tons of parasites that are falling onto Earth and try to, get inside humans and control their brains. And that's also, of course, what the manga is about. But since he tied up his arm and this creature is not able to reach his brain, basically, only his arm, it sounds really weird, it's very anime, of course, only his arm is infected by this alien, okay? So basically, his arm is now a sentient life form separate from him, and is actually able to think and all that kind of stuff, and is able to shift into, you can also see that here, it's able to shift into all kinds of different things, and it has eyes and whatnot, and it basically communicates with Shinichi, and they form this bond. Basically, this creature, this alien, is allowed to live inside of Shinichi, but in return, Shinichi now has vowed to destroy all of the aliens and make Earth a safe haven for, the people that he loves. That is the basic premise of this story, and it is definitely worth the watch. It sounds weird, I am fully aware of that. The alien is called Migi. Basically, he gets this name from Shinichi himself. Now, the reason that he's called Migi is actually quite simple. He infected the right arm of Shinichi, and in Japanese, Migi means right, so that's why he's called Migi. So it's a stupid name, I get it, but this is the parasite that has infected Shinichi in this case. Now, the aliens that we see are really, for example, they used to be normal people, right? So there are a couple of people, also her in this case. I won't spoil anything about her, but she's infected by such a parasite, and they're able to change their bodies. They're able to change into these, how should I put it, into, like, they're able to change their hands into these dangerous knives and whatnot. And these aliens, eventually, again, this is not a spoiler, but basically they start to not only be more conscious than they used to be, but they start to group together and actually try to form groups and destroy, well, not necessarily destroy, but consume humans as well as they can, right? They want to eat them and sustain themselves by eating humans, and they eventually want to become the dominant species on Earth to, be able to harvest humans in a smart manner. Now, of course, Shinichi tries to stop this, but that is the basic premise of this story. Now, is it worth it? Yes. The only reason that this would not be worth it is if you can't handle horror well, because there's a lot of blood, there's a lot of other stuff that happens. There's a lot of adult themes as well, and I can't imagine that not everyone likes that. There's a lot of action and horror and psychological stuff. If that doesn't speak to you, yeah, okay, fair enough, this is not going to be something that you enjoy. But if this does speak to you, or if you're at least interested in it, I would highly advise you to take a look at it, because this is this truly is a classic, and I sincerely mean that. Now, before we end the video, I want to say the following. If you are not subscribed yet to my channel, then by all means subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and make sure to like this video as well if you liked it. I also wanted to say that I'll leave a link in the pinned comment to this website right here. Basically, you can buy anime merch on here. All kinds of cool stuff. I'm not sponsored by them. It is an affiliate link though, but I use this website as well, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Finally, I wanted to also give you guys this website right here. It's called Free Cash, and basically with Free Cash you can earn money by completing incredibly easy tasks, right? Installing an app on your phone and playing a game, or doing an offer, right? Or filling in a survey, or all that kind of stuff. And it's easy money. It's not a lot of money, but for example, in a day you can maybe earn a couple of bucks here and there with doing small tasks, which makes, you know, standing in line and whatnot a lot more fun, knowing that you just earned a couple of dollars here and there. Now anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that this video was useful to you. If it was, make sure to click on the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.